Okay, this is take 2 or 12 or 97.
Getting close to 97.
But we did this and then it all worked and the SD card died when we put it in the computer. So we're doing it again and you're going to get a fairly short version this
Because
time.
it's hot.
It's hot, it's very hot, it's about 30 degrees. And you might have guessed that because we're a brighter shade of tomato.
We're shiny.
We're shiny. Anyhow, I'm John.
I'm Helen.
And we are here to tell you how we got into campervanning, motorhoming, driving about in a tin box.
I don't like camping. That's how we got into motorhoming. I didn't want to stay in a tent.
We were off to Le Mans in, I think it was 2006.
Don't remember.
Anyhow, it was a long time ago. And so we looked at camper vans and they were too expensive to hire. So we decided to buy one, which is what we did.
And we liked it. So we kept it.
We had a great time at Le Mans. When we finished there, we turned right instead of left and went to the south of France for a holiday with the kids in it. Before we went back to England. Kids loved it, we loved it, so we kept it. A year or so later, we decided to upgrade it to a bigger one, because who wouldn't want a bigger one?
Our son was doing motocross, so we needed a garage. Our daughter needed space to watch videos and play with toys.
And draw and stuff and things.
That you do when your brother's doing motocross.
So Helen basically sorted it all out. Got us a new van with a garage at a great price, and yeah, we made money on our other one, which was quite impressive, and we had that for crumbs. So we bought that in 2007, sold it 2018. 11, 12 years. Loves us really well. Did a lot of motocross in it. So apologies for the cars. We are parked at the roadside waiting for the Tour de France to happen. And yeah, we had it for 11-ish years. That was us.
We used it as a spare room when people came to stay. In fact, we used it as a spare apartment when people came to stay.
Yeah, it was a good size.
But it was just too big for two of us.
So when the kids left home and went to uni, we downsized to a camper van, which is perfect for us and the dog. It fits in parking spaces, doesn't cost a king's ransom to fill it with fuel and take it anywhere.
And you can come and park at the side of the road and watch the Tour de France without any problem.
Yeah, and that's what we'll be doing. So that's basically it. There's another piece coming up as to why we bought this exact van, but we've been through quite a lot since 2000. Well, we've been through 3 since 2005 or 6 or whenever it was we started. This one's really nice. It's had a few upgrades to make it better for us and work the way we want it to work. It's done the North Coast 500. It's been around and about with us. We love it. So that's it. That's why we have a camper van. We can sit by the side of a raggedy old road in France and watch stick insects ride fast on bikes. That's why we've got a camper van. Oh, and I use it for my photography business as well. It gets me around and about, and it's a bit of it works as a mobile processing lab. So yeah, we'd be pretty stuck without it for that. But that's obviously minor compared to sitting by the side of the road. So I guess one of the questions is, why did we buy this specific van? There are basically 2 reasons. The first reason is that it's 6 meters long, which means it more or less fits where it should do in a car park. It saves money on ferry crossings and Eurotunnel and things like that. But the most important reason, as the dog is about to show you, is actually inside. So when we bought it, we had a requirement for moving lots of marquees around, which we still do for Le Mans. But this one specifically, as I take you inside, you can see it has the ability to go all the way through the kitchen cupboards. And when you have very, very long poles that you need to transport, this was absolutely ideal. There are a few modifications we've made which you can see on our channel. There are the updates to make the storage a lot better, but it's this one reason that we chose this van over any of the other Citroen, Peugeot and Fiat alternatives.